Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone, and good
Hello, good
morning.
morning.
How are you?
How are
How
you
are
today?
you? It's nice to see you all. We are
Mm-hmm.
happy to be doing these webinars, which is a
Mm-hmm.
lovely, lovely opportunity for all of us.
Yeah.
Um, we are asking you all to introduce yourself and tell us where your family is from. And I
Mm.
also want to launch this quiz, which is how do you say this in English? Both
Yes.
Emily and I are wondering because I don't know if we have this in the US.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll introduce myself. I'm
Mm.
Monique. I'm from Los Angeles. I teach at my English school in Bologna. I am currently at home,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll tell you in a minute where my family is from. First, Emily.
Okay. My name is Emily. I'm also here in Bologna. I'm from a city called Leicester, which is
In the
famous
East
for football. In
Midlands.
the East
I'm
Midlands, well
learning.
done.
I'm learning. Thank you.
My family is, my dad's side of the family is from Leicester or from Leicestershire, which is the county. So they're quite local to the area. My mum was born in Malaysia, but she is of Chinese heritage. And her mum came to Malaysia from China many years ago. So
Wow.
I also have Chinese heritage, and my mum was
Fantastic.
born in Malaysia. So
And what
um,
languages are spoken at home? At your
at
home, like
home,
growing up?
we spoke mainly English
Hmm.
because English is a popular language in Malaysia too.
Oh,
My
okay.
mum also speaks Malay and
Hmm.
Cantonese and Mandarin.
Wow,
Um,
all three.
yes, when she
Is
was young.
Malay, do you say terima kasih?
Yeah, it sounds similar. I don't speak Malay, but yeah,
Ah,
something
okay.
something similar.
I had
Um,
a friend from Malaysia once. He would say terima
yeah,
kasih, banyak banyak.
yeah, it's a very Southeast Asian type of language.
Uh-huh. So cool. I
Um,
love the sound of Malay.
yeah, it's
That's
very
awesome.
beautiful.
Nice.
Perfect. We have
Yeah, we have
Antonio.
Antonio who says, "Hi everyone. I am Tony. I am 35. I am an engineer, and me and my family, or my family and I, are from Rome, Italy. Today I am working
Mm,
at home." Antonio, nice to meet you. Today I am
welcome.
working at home also. What a
Yes, me too.
coincidence. Yeah,
Strange.
fantastic. Okay.
Excellent. And you are Roman. Excellent. Very
Yeah,
ancient people. Okay.
exactly.
So Francesco from Foggia in Puglia, but I live in Turin. Excellent. Very
Uh-huh.
nice. So in the
So
south.
you're from the south and live in the north. Very nice.
Mm.
And let's see, and I introduced myself. So I'm from
Mm-hmm.
Los Angeles, but I'm first generation Los Angelino. My dad was born in Egypt and raised in Rome in Italy. And my mom is from the Bronx, from New York.
Mm.
So first generation Los Angelino. We see Francesca. Hi, Francesca. Nice to see you. We know
Hi.
Francesca from Bologna. We're both in Bologna, so nice to see you. I'm Francesca and I'm from Molise, but I have been living in Bologna for 3 years. I've been living in Bologna for 2. So my family is in Molise, a small region in southern Italy. Very nice.
Mm.
And we hope that everyone's family are doing well and are doing
Yeah.
fine, and that everyone's okay at home and being safe and healthy
Yes.
and trying to cook and learn English and be positive. So
Keeping
very
positive.
nice. Francesca, nice to have you with us today.
We have lots of people today. We have
I
Isabella
know,
from
great.
Palermo. I was born and I live here. I'm an intern in an architectural firm. Excellent. My family is from Palermo in Sicily. Excellent.
Cool. Great.
We went to Palermo at Christmas, didn't
We
we, Monique?
did. Yeah,
Beautiful, beautiful city.
we had a Mayas national meeting there. It was like, wow.
Yeah,
Congrats.
definitely.
Beautiful city.
Beautiful place. I definitely want to go
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. Then we have Andrea. Hello, I'm Andrea and I live and work in
Andrea.
Bologna. Welcome back again. Good. My family and I are from Sicily, but my parents live in Palermo and my brother is in Milan now. At this moment, we are all far away. Andrea, I understand because my mom is in Los Angeles. My brother is in New York. And we were talking yesterday saying how we wish we could be closer at a time like this, but what can we
Yeah.
do, right? This all came very unexpectedly. So
Yeah, fortunately, we have technology, which is not the same, but it makes a little bit easier.
Yeah. So let me launch again this question. I really have a question for all of you. This weekend, I made my first quiche using this right here. How do you say this in English? Does anybody know? Because nor Emily nor I know how you say this in English. We're thinking maybe it doesn't exist. No, we're not good at cooking, but maybe it doesn't exist. If anyone knows, please tell us. But in the meantime, thank you. Welcome to this webinar. We're very happy to be able to be sharing this time with you today.
Yes, and please do continue to introduce yourself if you haven't yet. We love to hear about you and your family, where you're from.
And at any time, feel free to write questions or comments. Oh, so nice, Francesca. I'm really happy to see you.
We miss you too.
You all. That's so nice. We miss you too.
Yeah.
And thank you. That's a really nice comment. So
yes, hopefully we'll all see each other soon.
Exactly.
Again. Okay. Good.
So let's dive in. Family ties, focus 8 to 10. Emily, can you read in this focus activity?
Excellent. Describing your family dynamics, asking and answering questions about your family.
Yes. So what are dynamics? Anyone know what dynamics are? Dynamics, I'm a musician, so dynamics is something we use very commonly to talk about volume, right? So you can play really loud, you can play really soft, right? You can also, with your speaking voice, I can talk really, really soft, or I can talk really loud. These are dynamics, right? So
yeah, the volume of the sound.
Yeah. So how would that be then in a family?
We have an answer to our question.
Oh, very nice.
Puff pastry. Thank you, Mauro. And welcome.
Thank you. I'm writing it down. Puff pastry. I will have to investigate that when I go back to LA and visit my mom.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of puffy. In English, puffy means something with lots of air.
It's true, though. It does. Yeah. Something magical happens in the oven, right? It's amazing.
Yeah. Excellent. Puff pastry.
Cool. Thank you, Magro. Very nice.
Excellent. And can anyone tell us what is the meaning of family dynamics? What do we mean?
Family dynamics. It's kind of like the volume, right? Sort of. How loud are you speaking? How soft are you speaking?
Do you have good family dynamics, Monique?
Somewhat. It depends which of my family members you're talking about. With my mom and my brother, yes. How about you? Do you have good family dynamics?
Yeah, I have good family dynamics. I think maybe it's different when you're children. When I was younger, I used to fight more with my brothers and my brothers.
Oh, really?
Nothing serious, but a little bit. Whereas now, I think things are a little calmer.
Luckily, that happens with life. We get calmer. Well, we hope we do, right? Yeah, Antonio here. I guess situations in your family. Exactly. Situations. Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Any situation, the relationships between your family members. Yeah.
Usually we say we have a good dynamic, a bad dynamic,
yes.
a difficult dynamic. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Francesca, we're from the South, so we speak in dialect in my house.
That is so cool. Francesco, which dialects do you speak in your house? You know, in my house, like my mom speaks some Yiddish. So that's a language. I mean, it used to be spoken a lot. It's not spoken as much anymore, but my grandmother spoke Yiddish. My mom speaks some, and I know some words, but okay, let's see here. Elvira or Elvira. I went to a public school.
Excellent.
Very nice. 1B.
Yes.
Public. Yeah.
Public school. Very nice. Thank you, Elvira. Nice to meet you. Antonio. Oh. He always agrees with his mom, but he fights with his dad. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So sometimes it depends.
Yeah, I understand that.
Different dynamics.
Public school. There's public school. Yeah.
Thank you.
And Isabella is saying the rules of a family, maybe. Not so much rules, right? Rules makes me think of authority, like you must do this, you must not do that. Maybe if there are too many rules, it can make for a difficult family dynamic. But, okay. Francesco is saying, the dialect from Foggia. That's so cool.
Foggia, nice. I don't know. I don't know the dialect from Foggia.
I don't
Interesting.
either. Yeah, that's really cool. And Alessi, welcome. Nice to have you.
Welcome.
He's saying, the relativo shock between the people in your families.
I think he means the relationship.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I think maybe it's the typing error.
Sorry, everyone, that you have to be typing. We wish we could hear you. But yeah, the relationship between the people in your family. 2 thumbs up. Good.
Okay. Good. The relationship. Okay. Antonio, my dad has an old mindset.
Mine too.
Okay.
Yeah. Elvira is saying, I'm sorry, I don't understand how to see the webinar. Can you tell us more so we can try to help you?
Can you see us?
If you, basically there's a YouTube link. So I'll look for the YouTube. I think that's how everyone is here.
Yeah, you have to put myS 8.
YouTube myS 8 to 10. Perhaps if someone has the YouTube link, maybe they can share it. I'm going to look for it as well. Maybe someone can share the YouTube link with Elvira. But I'm going to go to YouTube. Sorry.
Okay, she's okay.
Oh, now I see.
Perfect.
Okay, fantastic. Good.
Hi.
That's great. Okay, lovely.
Excellent. Okay, shall we go ahead? Please continue introducing yourselves if you haven't. Let's have a look at some vocabulary. Monique, can you read the first one for me?
Well, first off, who's that? Okay. So, number 1 says, Max is the brother of my mother. So, this is okay to say in English, right? It's long, right? I mean, Max is the brother of my mother. So, how can we contract that, right? Max is the brother of my mother. Max is he is my what?
What is Max?
He's the brother of my mother. The brother of my mother.
Yeah, it sounds very poetic.
The brother of my mother, yeah. It does, because we often don't pronounce the R, right? Brother of my mother.
Perfect, Antonio. Uncle.
Nice.
Yes, he's my uncle.
Yeah, Max
Excellent,
is my
Francesca.
uncle.
Good. What's the opposite of uncle? So,
good question.
Uncle is male.
So
female.
The brother of my mother.
Yes, Isabella, Francesco, perfect.
Yeah, uncle. So what if, there we go, Francesco, right on. Aunt. How do you say aunt?
I would say aunt.
Okay.
Aunt.
So this is a difference because Emily's from the UK, I'm from the US. So you can hear live the different pronunciation. Aunt or?
Aunt. Aunt. But so some people in the UK say aunt too.
Really? Maybe in Devon. Alex was telling me that the accent is quite different in Devon with the R. He told me that the pirates say R, we think because of being from Devon. I didn't know that.
Interesting.
But yeah, okay, good. Auntie would be another one.
Yeah, we also have a different version, auntie.
Yeah, and so you all know, we completely understand each other, right? If Emily says my aunt is from, I don't know, my aunt is from
Wales.
From Kuala Lumpur, let's say, right? We understand. Aunt. Your choice as to which you want to use.
Yes.
So Emily, how about number 2?
Number 2, Jill is my husband's sister. She is my... Okay, so Jill is my husband's sister. She is my...
Yeah.
How would
Jill.
we say this in English?
My husband's sister.
Yes. My husband has a sister.
Does your husband have a sister?
Yes.
Where does she live?
Called Elisabetta. She lives in Rome.
Oh, how lovely. In Rome or in Latina?
In Rome.
Oh,
she
how
lives
nice.
in Rome.
Okay, we see Antonio is suggesting brother-in-law. Elvira, sister-in-law. Is it brother-in-law or sister-in-law? Because Jill is my husband's sister.
Yeah, so the sister of my husband. So yeah, sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law,
Good.
right.
If she was male, she would be brother-in-law.
Right, and everyone, the word law, right? What is the law? The law is what the government says to do or not do. So right now, the law says we have to be at home. That's the law. So marriage is a contract between two people where you put rings on and you make a contract with the government, basically. Well, with each other, but it's a promise, right?
A legal promise.
A legal agreement. So that's why it's called sister-in-law, because it's not your sister, it's your husband's sister.
Yeah, so legally she is your sister, but not
exactly.
blood.
Yeah, right on, Antonio. That's correct. Good.
Yeah,
that's
my brother-in-law. Okay, Monique, number 3.
Number 3, Brett is the son of my brother. He is my, Antonio.
Don't worry.
I am wrong. Please accept my sincerest apologies.
That's
Let
lovely.
me get my violin. No, Antonio.
No, please don't apologize. We're very happy
don't
that
worry.
you're here.
Yeah, we're happy you're here. This is a place for all of us to freely express, right? We all make mistakes, so no problem. We're happy to have you participating, but thank you.
Please don't apologize. You don't need to apologize.
Yeah. So number 3, Brett is the son of my brother. He is my good. I have a brother, but
you have a brother.
Yeah, but my brother does not have a son. I don't know if he will.
Okay.
He does have a girlfriend.
Maybe in the future.
Maybe in the future. But without pressure. When my mom says, I'm wondering what, I said, we need to leave him space.
With time, when he's ready.
Exactly.
Perfect,
if,
everybody.
When and if. Nephew. And the other, like, if my brother had a daughter, what would that be? Female. The spelling is very difficult for native speakers as well. So my nephew or my...
I don't have any nephews at the moment. My brothers are still single.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't have any nephews either.
Elvira, very close. The spelling is different.
We need one more E. So nice with an extra E. The big question is, where does the E go? This is the big question. So nephew and...
This is difficult for native speakers, as we said before, the spelling.
Yeah, here, let me write it down both ways. And... it's one of these two, but which one is it? I'm helping you out a lot, everyone.
Can you choose? How do we spell this word?
Choose which one. At the end. No, that would be Nice. Sounds very French. Nice. Voila, very nice. Alessi. Good. So we have nephew and niece. Great.
Yes. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay, good. All right. Number 4, Emily.
Yes. Oh, I'm arriving. Here we go.
Okay, sorry.
It's okay. Carly is my daughter's daughter. She is my... Okay.
Do you have a daughter or a daughter's daughter?
No, I'm too young to have a daughter's daughter. She is my daughter's daughter. Okay. Or
Elvira, the second spelling, correct. Niece, good.
Yeah, good.
So, I noticed that we pronounce daughter differently too. A little bit differently. You say daughter, I say daughter.
Daughter.
The same, niece. No, Elvira or Elvira, no. Because we're talking about these would be 3 generations. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Just be careful. In Italian, you have the same words. In English, they're 2 different words. So we have granddaughter.
Oh, that's right. Good point, Emily. Yeah. Yeah, it's totally different word. So niece is different from granddaughter. We have completely different words.
Yeah, niece is with the uncle and aunts.
And in fact, why in Italian is it the same word? Isn't that so curious? If anyone knows the reason and wants to share, it's very, very interesting, right?
Yeah.
Very confusing.
Yes.
Anyways, granddaughter.
Granddaughter. Oh, yeah, grandchild.
Good, Isabella.
Neutral. Yeah, excellent.
Right.
What if it was a male? What's the opposite of granddaughter?
So we could say grandchild for both, but granddaughter and and in fact, usually Granddaughter. At least in the U.S., we don't pronounce that D, so we say granddaughter.
Yeah,
What about
also
you?
for us, granddaughter.
Granddaughter.
Yeah. Granddaughter. Yeah.
And in fact,
Grandson.
it's connected. It's not two words, everyone. So grandson.
Yeah. Yeah. So perfect. Adamo, welcome.
Hello,
Grandson.
Peadamo. Nice
Very
to have
good.
you. Grandson,
Excellent.
right? But remember, it's connected. So it's not grandson, like Grand Palace. It's grandson.
Yeah, like Adamo here. Yeah.
Yeah, like Adamo. Yeah, exactly. So grandson,
Excellent.
granddaughter.
Very good.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay.
Shall I read the next one? Number 5. Henry is the son of my mother and her second husband. Okay, so that means my mother were married once, got divorced, and married again. So Henry is the son of my mother and her second husband. He is my what?
Interesting. It's getting a little bit more complicated.
It is, yeah. He's not my brother. Well, sort of my brother.
Yeah, what type of brother?
What type of brother? 4 letters. This was a little bit hard for me too. Or sister, yeah.
You have to think about it.
Yeah. There's 2 options. Should I show them the options?
Yeah.
I think I will.
Let me see.
I get confused myself on this one. So we have, is it step or half?
Okay, so you have Francesca saying half brother. We have Francesco saying step brother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's
I don't know my brother. Okay.
It's okay.
Very nice, Antonio. I'll wait for the answers of my colleagues. Okay, I'll wait
Very patient.
Yes, very nice. And I will also, Antonio, wait for the answer of my colleague.
Half brother. Okay.
Half brother.
So, Monique, in this situation, do we have any blood in common?
We do not. Or do we?
We do.
Oh, we do. Okay, I made a mistake. Right.
Yeah, because it's my
mother. Okay.
Yeah. So we have a mother in common.
Uh-huh.
So yes, we would say half brother, Francesca.
Oh, okay, half brother.
Elvira.
So what would a step brother be? If your dad. Oh, should we have them?
Should we have a look at the next one? Because maybe this will give them the answer.
Ah, okay. Okay, lovely.
Hannah is the daughter of my father's new wife. She is my.
That makes it quite easy to understand, actually.
Yeah.
It's quite a good slide.
Well done.
Yeah. Kudos to whoever made this. Okay.
So Hannah is she's the daughter of my father's new wife.
Yeah, so we think of, is there a blood relation or not? Hannah is the daughter of my father's new wife. She is so she's like a sister. But what type of sister?
Not a half sister, because we have no blood in common.
So think if you walk up the and walk down the. Hello, good morning, Lisa.
Good morning,
Very nice
Lisa.
to have you here. Antonio, how about family tree? Family tree, okay. What about the family tree? Can you specify your question, Antonio? Aha, we have Elvira and Francesca both suggesting half sister.
Okay, be careful. Number 5 is the half sister, because we have the mother in common, or the half brother.
Right.
Number 6, we have no parents in common. It's not half.
Well, we have the father in common, right?
But not the blood.
But not the mother, right? But so not the mother. So I'll write it down here. Do you put a dash between them or not? I think it's one of those you could or you couldn't. You do?
Yeah, I usually do, but I don't think it's necessary.
I don't think I can do it live. It's hard to see. It's really hard to write backwards like that. Okay, well, so what Antonio asks, what does that mean?
Okay, so a stepsister or a stepbrother, we don't have any parents in common. So maybe my mum marries a man, and this man has 2 children from a previous relationship. Okay, but we have no blood in common. So these are my stepsisters or my stepbrothers.
Stepsisters.
Yeah. So when we have no blood in common, we're related only because my mom married this man or my dad married this woman.
Right. I mean, we can also note that, for example, it's very common in the United States for people to get divorced and married many times. So there are a lot of these stepbrothers and stepsisters. It's maybe less common here in Italy, so that way it might be a little bit more unfamiliar for some people. But good. Francesca says, I understand. Good. Ooh, wait a second. Antonio,
No,
you're
don't
not
need to
wrong
come
again. No, Antonio. No, you're not wrong. I didn't understand your question. That's what you had said. Antonio said, how about family tree? And I'm not understanding what the question is. So if you can specify, Antonio. But you're all good. No worries, Antonio. We're in this boat together. So we also, Enrico is asking, hello, which kind of family do you have?
Okay, which kind of family do you have? Okay, let's open up that question. So does anyone want to tell us about their family? So if you want to talk about your family, talk about your nuclear family.
Yes.
Okay.
Which does not mean nuclear like Pyongyang. Yeah. But it's spelled the same way. Nuclear family.
Yeah.
Because it's like a nucleus, like an atom or something. Electron, nucleus.
Nuclear
family.
So how many people are in your nuclear family? Do you have any brothers, any sisters, any stepsisters, or half brothers? Monique, what about your family? Do you want to tell us?
So, sure. I have one brother named Alex. He lives in New York. And I have one mother. And I have one father who's divorced and remarried. So I have one stepmother. And in fact, we used to jokingly say evil stepmother, ESM.
Like in Cinderella.
Yes, exactly. What about you, Emily?
My family is very simple. I have my mom and my dad and 3 younger brothers. So I'm the oldest.
3? How cool. Where do they live?
One of them lives in Oxford in the UK. One of them lives in Birmingham, and the last one lives in Cheltenham, which is also in the UK.
How cool. Antonio, it's a difficult question to answer nowadays. It's a very difficult question. I agree. It's a difficult time, but luckily we're here together, and luckily we're going to get through it together, right? So, Antonio, there are a lot of nuclear family nowadays. Yes, families are very unique now. There's a big transformation of what a family is. So.
Excellent. Francesca, I have one brother. He is 25 years old. My mom and my dad. Perfect.
Very nice. Elvira, I have a brother who has a daughter, my niece.
Really good. Excellent.
Cool.
And Francesca, in my nuclear family, there are 4 people: my mother, my father, and my sister. She's older than me.
Very nice. You could also say my older sister. Yeah, and Antonio, in general, in the past, the nuclear family was composed of father, mother, and children. Exactly. Good usage of the past simple, because that's in the past. So composed of, right? Now a family really can be so many diverse ways, right? So many different types of families, which is beautiful, right? And at the end of the day, what matters is love.
Yeah, loving family is the most important thing.
The most important thing, so.
So guys, just remember half sister or half brother when we have a parent in common. Step sister or brother when there is no parent in common. It's only through marriage.
Hello to Sophia as well. Thank you for popping in.
Sophia.
It's very nice to see you. Sophia is a colleague of ours from London. Elvira, I have a son who is married. Congratulations. My daughter-in-law. Yeah, fantastic.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yes.
Daughter-in-law, mother-in-law. Excellent.
I have ex-in-laws.
Okay.
So basically, your mother-in-law and your father-in-law together are called in-laws. We don't say parents-in-law. We just say in-laws.
Yeah. The
so
in-laws.
just to know.
Yeah.
Isabella, in my nuclear family, we're four: my mother, my father, my brother, and me. Very
Excellent.
nice.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Okay, single family, one parent plus a child. Yeah.
Great.
Single families are becoming more common now,
Absolutely.
both male and female.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So family dynamics are really changing
Mm-hmm.
in this
Absolutely.
period.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brilliant. Great job, everyone.
Excellent. Okay, we're going to move on, but please continue telling us about your families if you haven't finished yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
So
have a look
phrasal verbs.
at
Yeah.
some phrasal verbs. Very common phrasal verbs when talking about family.
But what are phrasal verbs?
Can you describe for us? Can you tell us what is a phrasal verb?
Right. So English has a lot of phrasal verbs, as I'm sure you all know. There are many, many myriads, multitudes of phrasal verbs, which I'm sure you all love. And they're really beautiful and sometimes difficult, but why? So can you tell us what a phrasal verb is?
Yes. A few days ago, I did a Google search and I found there are more than 10,000 phrasal verbs in English.
But
not all
not
of
to
them
be
are common.
worried. Yeah, not all are common, and really, phrasal verbs you learn by using them, right? So good, Antonio. See, great job. Verb plus preposition.
Antonio's not
Francesca.
keen on phrasal verbs, though.
Antonio is funny.
He hates them. Wow.
Okay. Oh, that's very strong emotion. But Francesca says phrasal verbs are verbs plus preposition. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at these phrasal verbs. Sorry, Antonio, but it's part of the English language.
It's important.
It's important.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Shall I read through them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so family phrasal verbs: to bring up, to take after, to raise or to be raised, to run in the family, to look after, and to get something from.
Okay. So let's start with bring up. Guys, what does it mean to bring up?
I could say, for example, hey, can you bring up the apples? If someone downstairs has apples.
Excellent. Elvira, yes, they changed the meaning. Preposition which changes the meaning.
Exactly. And then Antonio, that's definitely not my cup of tea. I prefer idioms. Okay. I like idioms too. Idioms, I looked up also, Emily, there's over 25,000 idioms.
25,000, wow.
So between idioms and phrasal verbs, it's a lot to learn. A lot of cool vocabulary to use, right?
Definitely.
All right. So we got a lot of people contributing. Great. Antonio, to bring up means to grow up. To bring up, it's similar. To bring up, to grow up.
Raise up, I think, is the more, or raise without the up.
To raise, right. To bring up, to raise.
To educate, similar.
Yeah. Isabella, a phrasal verb is composed of two words, a verb and a preposition. The prepositions give different meaning to the verbs. Good. Exactly.
Excellent. Perfect definition. Good. Okay. Yeah. So my parents brought me up. They raised me. They educated me. They helped me to grow.
They paid for my school, or if it was free, they sent me to school.
Yeah.
They made me lunch.
They gave me the opportunities in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we see two categories: upbringing or inherit. So we want you to tell us, what category does to bring up go in? Would it be more upbringing or inherit?
What does it mean to inherit, Monique?
So inherit would generally be, actually, that's an interesting story. So my grandmother was born and raised in London, right, in the East End. So I have relatives in London that I don't know so well. But talking about to inherit, we had like a distant relative who passed away 2 years ago. And my mom got an email saying, this is one of these classic emails that you think is spam, saying your late great uncle has passed and there is an inheritance
Oh,
So
they left
I
you some
think
money.
they left money. He was quite wealthy, so which is not the case in my grandma's family, which is why it was really like whoa. And then I think left like $20,000 for my mom.
Wow.
Yeah, because
That's
she was one of
surprising.
the various relatives. But isn't that interesting? You're like, whoa, my great uncle in London. Okay. So to inherit means generally when someone passes away, you inherit. So maybe your grandmother dies and you inherit her ring or her house, or you inherit. So I hope that's clear for everyone.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
it could also be to inherit a characteristic.
Mm-hmm.
So I inherit her blue eyes. I inherit her sporty nature.
Sure.
So it could also be kind of metaphorically as well.
Absolutely. And Antonio is saying to bring up upbringing. Yeah, Elvira, Alessi, good.
Excellent. Everyone is correct. Good.
Yes. So now we have to take after. So to take would be I take your pen. But this is take after.
Yeah. I take after my mum. What does it mean? People say I take after my dad more.
Uh-huh. No, I take after my mom, I think.
Yeah. I think we take after a little bit of both sometimes.
For sure. Genetics, right? Did you study genetics in school?
Not so much. A little bit at high school.
Me too. I
science,
sort of skimmed it. It was like, okay, yeah.
The basics.
X and Y chromosomes. It's interesting, but yeah. Not
DNA.
my cup of tea, as Antonio said he likes idioms. Care, to take care. Okay, careful, because to take care of, yeah, well, that would be similar to take after, but that's a different usage of to take after. It is correct, Elvira, but it's a different usage. We're talking about family phrasal verbs. So this, well, let's see here. We have Isabella saying to take after, to inherit. Right. Yeah, Alessi, take after what you inherit from your parents. So in this case, Emily, would you like to?
Yeah, is inherit. So I take after my mum. I have her blonde hair.
Right. So Elvira, you can also take care of your grandmother, or take. No, sorry, they are different. So you take care of your grandmother is you're there for her.
To look
take after your grandmother is the opposite direction. My grandmother, for example, my grandmother had blue eyes, and I take after my grandmother in that I have also light eyes.
He did me out of my inheritance. Oh, Antonio. It sounds like a good start to a story.
Exactly. It sounds like a telenovela.
Yes, a thriller.
Exactly. Good, everyone. So to raise, to be raised, is that upbringing or inherit?
Yeah, I think we can maybe skip this one because it's very similar to bring up. I think as someone mentioned before.
Yeah.
Okay, to bring up or to raise.
Yeah. Okay. So the next one, to run in the family. So if it was just to run like the wind.
To run in my family.
Let's see. Does anything run in your family?
I don't know if anything runs in my family. Maybe eye color. So I have like brown and green eyes. It's a mixture. It depends. So this is something that runs in the family.
Yeah, I would say a love for travel runs in my family.
You're all very keen on traveling.
Yeah, we're keen on traveling. Exactly. Green eyes run in my family. Yeah.
So what does it mean to run in the family?
Run in the family. And is it more about upbringing or inheritance or inheriting? Inherit the wind is what comes to mind. To raise, upbringing, good.
Perfect. Yeah.
I take after my father. I'm bold like him. So that's good.
Excellent.
Bold.
Courageous.
Yeah. Francesca, to run in the family. Inherit.
Yeah, perfect.
Good. 2 thumbs up. Yeah.
A characteristic of your family. Excellent. Yeah, so everybody in your family has a similar characteristic.
Right. So like Adamo's example is real good. His father's bold, and he took after his father. He's bold. Boldness runs in his family.
Yeah. Excellent.
Raise upbringing, good. Something you inherit.
What about the next one? To get something from.
Oh, and to look after?
To look after. We missed to look after. Okay.
Well, someone had mentioned it, but yeah, to look after, would that go in upbringing or inherit? To look after.
When I was young, I looked after my brothers.
Nice, because you have 3 younger brothers, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Antonio to be bald must run in the family. We have the comedian of this
Excellent.
webinar, Antonio. Fantastic. That's wonderful.
Yeah, this often runs in the family, I think.
It does. It does. Yeah.
Type of hair texture, how much hair.
Yeah.
I have not so much hair, so that runs in the family.
And I have thick hair actually, and my mom has thin hair, and she says, "Why does my daughter have thick hair and I don't?" And she tries to always like puff up her hair to make it look thicker,
bigger.
And I try to do the opposite and like push down my hair because it's very froey. Like my hair grows like this and becomes an afro.
Okay, wow, very
So
big.
the opposite of Antonio's family. Antonio. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I look after to my father and my brother. We are always bald. Okay, be careful here, Antonio. I take after the second one.
Yeah.
So yeah, we are similar.
And Isabella is saying, is a specific feature of a family. For example, in my family, we all have brown hair. That would be run in the family, right?
Yeah.
Or to take after. Yeah. But we're asking about to look after. What is to look after? It's different. We had mentioned it earlier. Generally, if you have someone in your family that's not well, you look after them, right? So if maybe, or even if, I don't know, if my roommate's not well, I look after him, meaning I take care of him. I make soup and I don't know, I bring him water. When I was young, I looked after my 3 brothers. To care for.
Yeah, to care. Excellent. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, to care for.
So be careful. To take after is to inherit a characteristic. Whereas to look after is to take care of.
Very different. So we have the same preposition, but the verb makes all the difference in this case. Look after, Alessi says. Look after is when you take care about somebody who isn't independent, is when you take care of. Preposition, Alessi. Take care of someone. Yeah. Look after means take care. Good, Antonio. Great.
Excellent.
Yeah, independent. Right.
Yes. Very good.
Great.
Cool. Okay, and the last one, to get something from.
Great, Alessi, good. To get something from. So where does look after go, Emily?
Upbringing. Yeah, because I take care of people.
Yeah. I search it on the internet, Antonio. That's funny. It's because when we're in the actual classroom, we see if you're checking your internet, but we can't see right now if you are. So that's fine, though, Antonio. Use whatever resources you need to. That's totally okay, right? To get something from, though, Elvira, maybe money, houses, and so on. Okay, sure.
Possibly,
you can get money
inherit.
From your mom? Yeah.
Wine runs in my family.
Okay, we have the second comedian, Adamo. Good, that's nice. Wine runs in my family. So for wine, it would be third person. Wine runs in my, very funny. Wine runs.
Okay, so what about this one? I get my blue eyes from my great-grandmother.
Cool.
Thank you, Antonio.
Pulling your legs. Very nice. Excellent idiom. Okay, so inherit, get something from. Anyone have any questions? Seems like you've all pretty much understood well all these different family phrasal verbs.
Yeah, so some of them are quite similar. I would say to take after, to run in the family, to get something from. They're different ways to say the same thing.
Sure.
To bring up, to raise, different ways to say the same thing. Be careful with look after. It's a bit different to take care of. Okay, we have 5 minutes. I get my hair from my father.
But Antonio, I thought you said you're all bald.
Maybe
so
that's why. His
what
lack
hair?
of hair.
Okay, exactly. I get my baldness. So I'll write it here. The verb and the noun would be I get my, where is it? Can you see it?
Baldness.
Baldness. I get my baldness. It's a funny
From my
word.
brother.
Huh? That's the noun, though. I get my baldness from my father.
Okay, we also have Isabella. I get my strange nose from my father. Okay.
Very nice.
Why
So
is
you're
it
like,
strange?
thank you so much, Dad. You can call your dad today, Isabella. Thank you, Dad. Thank you for my strange nose.
Okay, so we have another 5 minutes before we finish. We want you guys to try and use some of these phrasal verbs in some sentences. So exactly like Antonio and Elizabeth and Isabella, can you try and use some of these phrasal verbs in a sentence to tell us about you and your family?
Yeah, Adamo made a good sentence there. I get my alcoholism. So the spelling is alcoholism from my mother. Good. So Adamo, you can call your mom today and say, Mom, I just wanted to thank you. I'm so grateful. Or not, but I wanted to thank you. Maybe not alcoholism, but hey, I mean, it's all how we look at things, right? We're all in a challenging situation right now, all of us, and we can look at it in a positive light or in a negative light. And I really think the best thing we can do is try to be positive together. And it's nice that we're together, right? That we all have an internet connection, that we all have the possibility. I think we're very lucky to be able to be studying English together right now. And it's the circumstance is not the same for all. So gratitude, but good sentence, Adamo. Anyone else have any sentences they would like to share?
You can choose any verb that you want, any phrasal verb. Tell us about your family.
Let's see. Can we think of any other ones, Emily? Let's see here.
Who looked after you when you were younger, Monique?
I don't know.
Your
Usually, I mean, I don't want to be polemic, but we had like nannies and stuff. So yeah, because both of my parents worked and they worked a lot. So I'm from Los Angeles. The concept of productivity is really very intense, right? So I was sort of brought up by nannies that would often change too. We had some strange stories and stuff, but nanny, babysitter, exactly. So yeah, but I mean, my parents as well. I mean, it's not that they weren't present, but it was still just and kind of an atmosphere very work oriented, which is something that moving to Italy was really nice for me because I got more a little bit life oriented and more a greater appreciation of kind of time spent with friends, with cooking at the park, these type of
relationships.
Things. Yeah, but as Elvira says, they raised me as good as possible. I agree. They did. So
excellent. Okay, Francesca, brown eyes run in my family. Perfect.
Very nice. Elvira, I got a house from my brother, from my mother, and black hair from my father.
Wow, okay.
Good. Isabella down here. Since I was a child, my parents have been looking after me and my brother. They're very kind.
Beautiful. Nice sentence.
That's really nice.
Yeah, so they still look after us even when we grow up.
Sure. But then what happens sometimes is we start looking after them, no?
Yeah, definitely. We change roles sometimes.
Which is hard when we're far away, right? Emily, what about you? Who brought you up?
I would say both my parents, but especially my mum. She was at home. She had 4 children. So I think it was quite difficult for her to bring us all up together.
That's a lot.
And she did a really good job.
Wow.
I think when you're a child, you don't realize.
This is true.
But with 4 children, it's a difficult thing to bring them all up and to take care of them.
Yeah. Elvira is saying it was after the second World War.
Okay.
So Italy was in a difficult situation, not so much way, but yeah, after the Second World War. So I'll write that down. It
was in a difficult period or difficult moment.
Sure.
Okay, good. Antonio, just be careful. I was brought up. This is the passive.
Yeah, passive. I was brought up. Yeah, and also, just Isabella, so you can see, Second World War, we also write WW2 and we say World War II. World War II. Sure, it was very difficult for everyone after World War II. Absolutely. Antonio, yeah, I was brought up by my mom and dad. My mom and dad. They looked after me and they raised me. Good. Looked, past tense looked. Oh, we're almost out for time, everyone. So sorry, that went so quickly.
Very interesting.
Thank you, everyone. You've been so wonderful. Really pleasing. Should we read the last one by Francesca?
Yeah. When I was a child, my mum worked in Rome, far away from my town. So my grandma brought me up for several years.
Great usage of that. Brought me up. Good. So
Excellent.
Thank you, everybody. It's been a delightful webinar. We've been very happy to spend this time with you. There will be webinars all day, every day through Mayas, I believe, today until 9 p.m., if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So thank
you
you.
continue.
Thank you. You can also go to the Mayas Facebook page. There's also the group SOS English if you want to ask any further questions. So we thank you very much and look forward to seeing you next time. Try to keep active and keep creative and keep positive. Okay.
Have a good day, guys.
Have a good day. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.